March Restaurant in Manhattan offers the desserts of executive pastry chef Stacy Pierce. After graduating from the CIA, all of her work has been in New York, including a stint at the Union Square Cafe. She says she likes to present comfort desserts, perhaps like frozen lemon parfait and tapioca. The parfait includes lemon zest.
So I'm going to just quickly do this. I'm going to place my sugar in the pot. And again, as I said earlier, I'm going to just take it and start rubbing it in with my hands. It's a very nice feeling, actually. Leaves your hands smelling wonderful. So the next thing I will do is I will be adding my juice.
Fresh lemon juice.
And cracking my eggs, 4 eggs. And we're ready to go over to the stove. This needs to be cooked up to 180 degrees. That's why we have the candy thermometer here. Once it is brought up to that temperature, we will be allowing it to cool down to 140 degrees and then burr mixing in the butter. So I'm going to start that process right now. Can you see that the texture is starting to change? I can almost tell at this point that we're about right there. It starts to thicken up and it starts to really boil, come to a very rapid boil. And at that point, I know it's done. But for you, if you're trying to make this, you might want to just check it with a candy thermometer. And I'm going to take my gelatin, which is now, I broke it in 2 pieces, which is now a different consistency completely from what it started off being. It was very stiff, if you noticed. Now I'm going to just take this and place it in my hot lemon cream. And whisk it, and then we're going to allow it to cool for a little while.
After cooling, butter is added using a stick blender.
You could also do this in like a traditional blender of some sort. Having your butter at room temperature is very important. And I think you can tell right now already the color is changing. And with the aeration of the blender and the butter being mixed into it, it just has a very creamy consistency. So as I finish adding the last little bit of butter, you can tell, or you can see, that the consistency has changed quite a bit.
The lemon cream goes into a FlexiPan mold, then into the freezer overnight. The large pearl tapioca was soaked in cold water overnight. It'll be slowly cooked in milk.
2 scraped vanilla beans. Oops. Pods. Usually the ones that you get in a market are very hard and it's difficult to open them up, and sometimes they're a little dried out. But still, try to open it so even if it is hard, it will release a lot of the pod.
Sugar, egg yolks, and cornstarch are combined for the base of the pudding.
And right now I have my eggs and my sugar and cornstarch, and it's ready to be liaisoned, tempered. What I'm going to do is take a small amount of the hot milk and place it into the sugar egg mixture, whisking it till it's loose. And I'm going to place it back into the pot and stir. Continue stirring until it thickens. Now that this is frozen, what I like to do first is hollow out a small amount from the center using, You can use a small scoop of some sort or even just a spoon. It doesn't matter. Roll the lemon in cookie crumbs or twirl little bits of cookies that are left over. You grind up. Any cookie would do. I like to just take the tapioca and, like I had said earlier, very jewel-like or almost caviar-like.
Caramel sauce finishes.